Good morning and welcome to this week's Bible Time video. When I was at school, we used to play this fun game on our digital watches. What you had to do was find the stopwatch screen, and in this game you had to start the stopwatch and then try and press the stop button on exactly 1 second. And it was harder than you think. In fact, even though it was a simple game, we used to find it really difficult. Let me show you how. So, why don't you give the game a try? You can easily play it on a stopwatch app on your phone or tablet. Games can be difficult, but some things in life can be difficult too. Maybe at school a teacher asks us to do some work that we don't understand, or we're given a test and can't answer the questions. In today's Bible time story, Jesus asked Peter to do something very simple. So you would think. But Peter struggled to do what Jesus asked, as did James and John. Shall we see what happened? You can read today's story in Matthew chapter 26 verses 36 to 46. This is a story you'll need for doing story 1, Peter falls asleep, in this week's Bible Time activity sheet. Then Jesus went with his followers to a place called Gethsemane. He said to them, "Sit here while I go over there and pray." He told Peter and the 2 sons of Zebedee to come with him. Then Jesus began to be very sad and troubled. He said to Peter and the 2 sons of Zebedee, "My heart is full of sorrow and breaking with sadness. Stay here with me and watch." Then Jesus walked a little further away from them. He fell to the ground and prayed, "My Father, if it is possible, do not give me this cup of suffering, but do what you want, not what I want." Then Jesus went back to his followers and found them asleep. Jesus said to Peter, "You men couldn't stay awake with me for 1 hour. Stay awake and pray for strength against temptation. Your spirit wants to do what is right, but your body is weak." Then Jesus went away a second time. He prayed, "My Father, if it is not possible for this painful thing to be taken from me, and if I must do it, then I pray that what you want will be done." Then Jesus went back to the followers. Again he found them asleep, because their eyes were heavy. So Jesus left them and went away one more time and prayed. This third time he prayed, he said the same thing. Then Jesus went back to the followers and said, "You are still sleeping and resting. The time has come for the Son of Man to be given to sinful people. Get up, we must go. Here comes the man who has turned against me." The key verse for this week is verse 14 of John chapter 15, and it says, "You are my friends if you do what I command you." You know, I used to try and pray when I went to bed at night, but I always seemed to fall asleep before I had finished. That's why I like to pray in the morning when I wake up and throughout the day, because it's easier for me to do what Jesus asks. When we do what Jesus asks us, he calls us his friends. How amazing is that? Well, we hope you enjoyed doing story 1, Peter falls asleep, on your Bible Time activity sheet. If you get stuck or can't answer a question, please talk to your mum or dad, or ask somebody in your family that can help you. So that's it for today. But don't stop the video yet. We have a new theme song at the end called "I Believe" by Go Fish. We hope you enjoy it. So until next time, it's goodbye from me. Bye.
Hey, hey! Jesus came down to earth from his throne on high. He humbled himself, he came to live so he could die. He was killed on the cross, but he rose up from the grave. Death was defeated, so wipe your tears away. I'm gonna clap my hands and shout Hosanna. Jesus is risen and he lives forever. He took my sin and set me free. Jesus is alive, I believe. To make our way to God, there is nothing that you and I can do. Help us on our own, we needed him to come for our rescue. Our sin has a price that we could never pay. Jesus paid it all so we could be saved. I'm gonna clap my hands and shout Hosanna. Jesus is risen and he lives forever. He took my sin and set me free. Jesus is alive, I believe. Jesus is alive, I believe. Jesus is the Son of God, the sacrifice for sin. He is the risen King, and he's coming back again. Jesus is the Son of God, I believe, the sacrifice for sin.